Overnight on the town wouldn't do us any harm. Overnight on the town wouldn't do us any harm. Overnight on the town wouldn't do us any harm. And we'll all hang on behind. And we'll roll the old. We'll roll the old. We'll roll the old. And we'll all hang on behind.
Pro 2.
Are they really? Nice, bro.
I'm gonna try to get it.
Now I know what to get you for your birthday.
You got $700? I'll take it.
Dang, bro.
I'm gonna buy one.
Dude, what's up, everybody?
Hold on.
It's good to be back. Oh, we're not up yet?
No,
Hey, but we're back though.
Hey, put the word out.
Either way,
yeah.
let them know.
We're back up.
The Pirates are back on the ship. We're ready to fucking stir up some shit, talk some shit.
Hell yeah.
It's about to get live. Chris Vargas is he's gonna go PG-13 on this one, y'all.
I'm not gonna lie. I didn't upload any Patreon episode.
Why?
I just didn't ever get to editing it. So this one we'll do Patreon and it'll be back on. But
Bro. Oh, yeah.
no one even noticed. So
Dang.
can you go to those messages so I can see?
I love the Patreon.
Oh, while I was watching a Thor: Love and Thunder breakdown, and he called Thor a space Viking, and I was like, "Damn, I want to be a space Viking." But then I thought about it, we're fucking space pirates.
We are space pirates.
Space pirates
That's a space pirate.
for life.
I could never be a Viking. I'm not white.
How crazy is that? You do have to be a specific color to be a Viking.
Yeah.
Like, that's it.
No, can you
Like,
go
with a
through
pirate,
them?
you could be anybody.
Can you go through them?
That's who we is. The pirates, baby.
So it's
If
been.
we're pirates though, that means we gotta jack somebody.
Bro, I'm with it.
We gotta live in. We gotta go to. We gotta go to the lake.
I'm about to jack me one of these beers.
I just did.
Thank you, Bradley.
Thanks, Bradley. Bradley's sick, but he still made it.
Bro,
So,
what a trooper,
Bradley
bro.
Garcia.
Thank you, Bradley Garcia.
The
so
man.
it has been 2
myth,
weeks. So
the
you guys
legend.
last week, you fuckers,
Yeah, bro.
y'all went to go see the Rat King. How was
Dude.
that? Tell me about that, guys.
It was an incredible time. Genuinely.
Good comedy, good openings too. It seemed like every comedian that went on, it just got better and better.
Yeah, was there 3 openers?
3
Yes.
openers, yeah.
And they were all different, bro. I love that. Like, none of them had like the same kind of style.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Everybody's style was way different.
Mhm.
Of his openers, which ones did y'all like the best?
The one before Theo,
Yeah, he was really good.
he was pretty good.
Dude, he split the room hardcore, bro.
What happened?
He told a really divisive joke, like political wise. And he was proving both points, why both points were good. And he kept doing it he did it a lot actually with his jokes.
Yeah.
And it was awesome.
What was it about?
One example was, he said, "So I found out my brother is gay. That's cool, and that's why he is not my brother anymore. How dare he disobey the Lord Jesus Christ?" Like he was,
Do you think he knew where he was? That's why he
Yeah,
said
bro.
that?
Yeah, he knew that it was gonna split the room, and it was beautiful when it
Split the
happened.
room in Lubbock, Texas?
Yes, bro. It was crazy because it was getting some boos and some jeers, right? And he was like, "What? You know it's true." He was just like really going in.
but yeah, he went like hardcore. Just a bunch of, like, you could tell it's comedy, but like he wasn't afraid to go there.
Right. Like he told a joke about, I won't say exactly like it, but he was talking about like Louis C.K. and his whole situation. And he was like, "Bro, if that happened to me, I would say thank you. Please go ahead and show him the respect he deserves. He's my favorite comedian of all time."
Dude, he's really smart, Louis C.K.
Dude, for real.
He did like a President's podcast with Matt and Shane.
Uh-huh.
Fucking,
He knows a lot about history.
oh my
He
God.
goes,
Yeah.
he was like, "The way I see it, that's a gentleman." Because he asked for permission. Oh snap! They're about to fire it up.
Dude, I haven't smoked a cigar in a long
About to
time.
Me
lift
either.
off.
It's been a while. It's time to fuck
So-
my lungs up. Let's do it.
Y'all go ahead.
Yeah, I haven't dipped in about a week, so this would be nice.
Look at this new cigar case I got.
Hey.
I honestly thought that's what that was when he brought it.
Man, I thought that was a Beats pill.
So how was
Oh yeah.
How was Theo Von?
Well, how was his comedy?
It was better than his special that's on Netflix. I'll tell you that.
It was
much.
like 10 times better, bro.
He was so lively, and
I wasn't that impressed with the stand up.
He seemed,
which is why I was like, I'm okay with missing, but
Right.
I guess
Dude, it was an incredible show, bro.
And he came out with he came out wearing a Buddy Holly jacket and had like the big ass Buddy Holly face everywhere.
Dude,
well, I saw in Dallas he had a Mavericks jersey with his name on it.
Dude, so sick. I love that he does that, bro. He takes that extra mile. But
Can you
had the sickest mullet.
right there. Can you reach it? I
the
can't.
sickest mullet.
Yeah.
His fade was so fresh, bro.
Uh-huh.
Like he had just walked out of the barber fresh.
He comes out amped up,
Dude,
doesn't he?
he really
He looked like he was on some cocaine, if you ask me. But maybe that's just how he gets in the zone. 'Cause
Yeah.
It was cool that he came out to the podcast music.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
kind of like
that's-
the theme song. I know that's what he does, but it feels surreal when it happens. But it was dope. It was really dope.
Because he
Was it a packed room?
Dude,
I think so.
yes, absolutely.
at first it looked like not many people were there, but
Right.
as
It
it
filled in.
They sold
it
out,
filled
bro.
in, yeah.
It did sell out, right?
It did sell out.
And it was,
Everybody.
that was the one show he did.
Yeah,
He didn't do any more shows, right?
No. But he came out saying, "What beautiful white people are out here."
Dude, he had a lot of jokes where he was getting real close on that line too.
I like when he was
I
like,
loved it.
"It's nice in here. Make me want to steal something."
Hell yeah.
He's like, "We could steal this place."
He's like, "Yo, we could fuck up the security." He's like, "There's that one security guard that has no legs and on the wheelchair."
Dude, that shit was funny. He was like, we just roll her to the side.
Yeah,
that's hilarious.
I'm jealous.
Yeah, and he went dark too, like
Oh yeah.
like stuff like, you ever think about committing suicide and then you just go to sleep and wake up and you feel fine?
Dude.
"Oh yeah,
Instead you take a nap.
yeah, that was a good thing."
Dude, that was a really good joke. Dude, he had the whole place rolling. And he kind of
Yes.
did it like as stories of people. Like he normally does, like on the podcast, how he goes like down deep. He had a lot of stories like that. And it was dope.
Yeah, and he talked about him.
I got it going like a locomotive.
I guess he was talking about how when he was in
Slow down.
school, he was pretty much like in special ed, and talking about all the different people he met.
Cigar.
Dude,
That is a
real
big
Jesus.
ass cigar.
That's a thick one. God dang. Put your cigar up to this cigar. Ah!
I sent my wife in there to get it at Specs. I was like, I don't know, just look at the label and bring me back a cool one.
That shit got some girth.
We went to this like special.
Big girth on it.
Goddamn.
We went to this.
Birthday moment.
We went to the we went to the specialty liquor store in Phoenix, and that was the first time I've seen like $100 like single
Like a
cigars.
stogie. A
Like
stogie.
as close you can to Cuban, I guess. That's pretty nice.
Bro, when you turned 18, did you buy a stogie?
Yeah, dude, I bought a lottery ticket and a Black and Mild, and I won $10, so I won my money back.
Nice.
Yeah, that's back when you could be 18 and buy that shit.
Then you became a gambler after that? Nah, just
I tested my luck one more time and I failed, so I was like, nah.
A lottery ticket. And a
Speaking
Black and Mild.
of the lottery, you know they have an app now, so you could just bet at any time, whenever.
They need to legalize sports betting.
Dude, here in Texas is
Yes.
everywhere else.
I'm tired
I
of
don't
that
get
shit.
it.
I want
Dude,
to
I
be
wanna
doing some
bet.
betting. Me
Hell,
too, dog.
almost
I'm
every
like,
bar
dude,
does Square secretly.
Fuck the gambling. I don't care
Yeah.
about that.
No,
like sports
honestly,
betting, yeah.
Like right now, the
NBA
first
and all
time that I went to Vegas, I bet on the sports, and I always go like during June, during the finals, right? So it's like big money. Dude, I won like $1,000 just betting off the games. I didn't do anything. I just bet off the games. Like it was dope. And you could go even crazier than that. There's all those parlays and stuff like that.
My uncles do that in Phoenix.
I did parlays on the college games. I won $1,000 off of that. That was dope.
Shit, I
Football.
wish I had that blackjack money.
You
just
like
go
blackjack?
in. Yeah,
That's your jam?
it's the easiest game.
Dang, I don't know about that.
I don't even know how to play poker.
Really?
I've never really tried it. Like no one's ever really shown me how to play it.
I'll
gotta
teach you.
play
It's
it.
fun.
I was about to
We
say
should have
somebody
poker
taught
night.
me how to play,
Yeah,
but
we
it was him.
definitely need to have
Poker night for sure, bro.
Is it
We should record it.
Is it hard?
Hell
Like,
yeah.
is there a lot of steps to it?
Bring your camera.
There's not a lot of steps to it.
I will.
I got my,
No,
my
like,
table at home's a poker
there's a
table. I just need to
total-
clean it.
So what happens is,
Shit's a mess right now.
and
The
this might
cameras are
sound,
the-
is it turn off? Okay.
No,
And
it's
this might
the
sound
fucking-
crazy, but like, have you ever heard the idea of three of a kind?
I guess not.
You never heard of the three of a kind?
No, I guess not.
So a three of a kind in cards is when you have three cards of the same kind. So if you have three aces, you got three of a kind.
Okay.
So little things like that. And like if you have just two pairs, right? Like you have this kind and the same kind, whatever. It's two pairs.
Oh,
so three of a
okay.
kind would beat two pairs because you got more of the same kind of card. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So there's rules like that.
You're playing up to 5 cards.
Right.
Or you could just play a pair.
Yeah.
That's all you got.
And you could even get like 5 of a kind, let's say. You get, a joker, something like that. I mean, it's a fun game.
Yeah.
It's definitely fun.
Yeah, it's worth learning. Poker's a lot of fun.
Is there a
especially
difference
Texas Hold'em.
with?
Texas Hold'em is a mandate here in Texas.
I was gonna say, is Texas Hold'em and like regular poker, is that the same, or
It's
is
like
it
a
similar-
more advanced version of poker.
Why don't we have poker night?
Dude, that would be dope.
We need to.
This would be a dope poker table show right now.
It'd be easy to record. I can't figure out how to mic. How would we mic that up? So
You
it
have to
sounds
probably
good.
boom it
Like a
over.
boom mic?
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Those are
Yeah.
expensive. I was
Dude,
thinking about getting
just
one
turn this upside down.
for the cooking show. Nah, but these don't catch
They're not
audio that well.
omnidirectional?
No.
I have an
you have to be
omnidirectional
way
grid.
close?
This
to
is like that's what I'm saying. If we can record it good, we can hook it up to the Roadcaster.
Okay. I'll bring it next time. I only have one, though. I don't have the other.
Subscribe to the Patreon so I can buy Roadcaster Pro 2.
That's it.
I mean, you've done
And
dominoes.
We need omnidirectional.
Huh?
You've done dominoes.
Yeah, but that's
Dominoes is fun too, man.
I like playing bones.
I like playing Texas Hold'em and gambling with money. So basically, everybody bring $10, and then we divide it into chips. And
This is gonna sound
it's winner take
this
all.
is gonna sound crazy, but like
I'm with it.
I feel like I don't want to say ghetto when I play dominoes,
Really?
but
Why?
I feel gentlemanly when I play poker
Yeah.
as opposed to dominoes. And I want to feel like I want to be sipping whiskey, smoking a cigar, playing some poker. I don't want to be playing fucking dominoes.
It's just the look that it gets here.
That's
But
a prison game for real.
Oh yeah, for sure.
What dominoes?
Cards too, bro.
Oh,
Like they play with all kinds of crazy shit. But I think dominoes is looked at like that
It's fun.
around here. But in other places, like in New York and stuff like that, it's a big deal.
but believe me, guys, I love playing dominoes. I have my own fucking snake pit dominoes. So before you
Dude.
cast your own about me, motherfucker, I love dominoes.
Bro,
but
sell them on the Patreon.
the boys' night playing poker seems a lot more fun.
You should sell it with the Patreon. I'm telling you.
What?
Give them like a free month if they buy
What?
the dominoes. They could get the free Patreon for 1 month. This way they get set up into the account. Maybe they like it.
We need a dealer. We need somebody to be the all-time dealer. That'd be nice.
Your wife?
Damn,
She wants
would
to
be
play.
good. Dude.
But yeah, we
Yeah.
can make her the dealer. She might get too drunk.
Mate, I don't like making people do things.
Either
so
way,
can you
it'd
ask
be
her?
entertaining.
Dude, she's always a fun time. She's always fun.
Oh yeah, it would be entertaining either way. But Roy, tell us about your trip to
Yes, bro.
Phoenix.
How'd that go?
It was fun. I like. It was different for me than it was for Jen. I went up there because all my mom's brothers are up there, and we go there every year.
Deals?
Yeah, my uncles,
Nice.
and I don't really call anybody Theo. Now I think about it.
Really?
I don't even call him uncle.
I didn't.
Just
Call
call him
by their
by
first name?
well, everybody has nicknames, so
I grew up calling my uncles Theo so much that I thought their name was Theo,
Theo like
like Theo Vaughn.
Oh
Yes.
shit, that's
Dude, for
hilarious.
the longest time,
Nice.
I was like, wait, what? Your name is what? I think I was like 11. This whole time?
That's pretty
Like all
funny.
three of
nobody
y'all are
told me.
Theo.
And the same thing at church, bro.
Yo, all
The
you
sa-
motherfuckers got the same
The
name.
same thing at church, bro. They would be like, "Oh, this is Mano Lopez or whatever, and Mana so and so or whatever."
brother,
And I was like, hey, Mano, hey,
brother
hey,
John.
hey, the whole time, same thing.
Like, damn,
No, yeah.
my name's not Edmano.
I don't call anybody. I don't really call
Mono
anybody.
Swag.
I have one. My mom's younger. So my mom's younger sister that lives in Post. I call her Thea. Like that's legit what I call everybody else. I don't call by their name.
You don't say auntie or anything like that?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I don't say auntie.
We've never. Yeah, my family was never like that. We just call them by their name.
All my aunts
Really?
and uncles have
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
nicknames.
Well, I don't call anybody by their government name. Everybody's got like
Everybody's got nicknames.
nicknames. So
Ooh,
if
what's the coolest nickname you ever heard?
I don't know. Let me think about that one. I got a lot of
Dirty
nicknames.
Sanchez.
Like the
Hey,
craziest
I know.
nicknames.
So speaking of like names, like there's a guy in Post named Mansana. Bro, I didn't know what it was, but that name right there, or we have a cousin named Cheevel, like those
Go
kind of
on.
names. And then I used to remember, this kid in Post. It's all Post people.
Right.
His name was Spider, like shit, like. But Mansana was always like, damn, that's a fun.
Mansana.
Yeah,
What's his name? Mansana?
All my aunts and uncles have nicknames, and so there's Chewy, Chayo, Giwo,
They call my dad Child.
Chavela.
Dang.
Yeah,
That's
shit like
awesome.
that's
Y'all
cool.
got dope names.
Cheevel's a cool name.
We got like, dude,
Chivo.
I don't even want to say mine, but all of our nicknames were disses. Like
I'm pretty sure
we called each other.
I'm pretty sure your family would know this guy. Like everybody knows him. His name's Juan Mentiras. He's in post. He's in post. Everyone knows Juan Mentiras.
Juan Mentiras, bro.
That's a cool. See, like,
dude, there's an old lady in post that they used to call Maria Fufu.
Yeah,
which is jacked up, bro.
Maria.
that's just kind of a nickname they give
bro.
people in post too, because they call my granny that.
Maria.
Yeah. And
It's so
you don't.
crazy.
I didn't even realize. Like again, like it's like. Oh, I didn't know that meant he was a liar. Like I thought his Mentiras was just his name.
He thought it was his last name.
That's a cool name.
And you didn't know that meant your granny's coochie stinks either.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Just kidding.
That lady's a
What is
saint.
it, Maria Fufu?
Yeah,
I don't know, dog. My bad.
dude.
That she's raggedy.
Nah,
Dude.
I don't know.
You know what?
How y'all be naming people?
I mean, it's
But
pretty much the same as
I've given-
Idolu or whatever.
I've given some people some fucked up nicknames.
Yeah, bro. I've gotten to be called some jacked up nicknames. Shall remain unsaid here. You gotta subscribe to the
You want to
Patreon
hear
for
the
that.
most fucked up? So I was kind of an asshole, and I still am, but I kind of was back in the day too.
What happened?
The worst nickname I ever gave this chick was Fugly Betty.
God, dog, bro.
See, I was never mean with the nickname. That's fucked up.
Dude, no, I was trained to be mean with the nicknames, bro. I was trained.
It's when we grew up. We
being
grew up
loving.
in the 90s when clowning was everything.
Yes, bro.
You get clowned
Clowning
on.
is a love
But like
language.
but like speaking of that, like how you're like it's
Probably
like
not the right one.
I think that for you, right? Like if you didn't call your Uncle Theo, it's like disrespectful.
Uh-huh.
To me, that's how I kind of do. Like if you call somebody their real name, it's disrespectful. You don't
Dude,
call them
I
their
didn't,
real
I didn't
name.
even
like,
know it was disrespectful. I
You know?
thought it was their actual name.
Oh,
So now that I know it's out of respect, I'll say it like if there's like a serious moment. But for the most part, no, I think I say it. I call my uncle Junior. I'm like, hey, Theo Junior. That's it.
Gordo.
that's
y'all
another
name?
one. I know some people who Gordo and
Gordito.
What is that? No way, bro.
My grandma used to call me Negrito.
What?
Yeah.
Your grandma's
they used to call me
She's from the
Chapato.
south for
Because I'm
real.
so dark.
They used to call me Chapato or something like that. Like I didn't even know. Like
Chipotle.
another cool nickname, Pelon.
Yeah.
Pelon.
Oh my god.
Pelon was another one. And we
Pelon
had
is like bald, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
And and that's crazy because he had long hair.
My grandpa used to call me Pancho. I was like, what?
Isn't that like Francisco?
Yeah, I don't know why you call me that.
You
It's
can't
not my name.
you can't mess with the people that are really huge, like physically, and their nickname's Tiny.
Tiny.
Oh yeah, bro. I love those people though.
We said-
usually they're cool people.
I used to. They're still they were when they were little. My little cousins Boo Boo and Tonton. They're little fuckers.
Tonton, that's a good one.
Yeah, Tonton, that's hilarious. Yeah, that is.
I love a
hilarious.
good nickname, bro. That's my favorite thing in this whole entire world.
All right, so let's go to this question here. Were you popular in school?
No, I don't. Let's look through the question.
All right, let's go through the question.
But I wouldn't even get to finish my story about Phoenix. Phoenix is awesome.
Oh yes, go back to Phoenix. Who's that dude that Jen was in that photo with?
So he was in a band and he's like this DJ. We saw his actual DJ set on Saturday. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
He was in a band and
What was the band called?
Prayers.
Nice.
I don't know like if there's still a thing. There's some drama behind all that.
I'd imagine.
He's got a coffee shop.
Damn,
And then-
that's dope.
so my mom's little sister, who's actually younger than me, my other Thea, she was graduating high school.
That's awesome, bro.
So yeah, his name's Dave Parley, and we actually
Oh, wow.
all but pretty much confirmed that we're gonna go to Phoenix in December and do a podcast with him.
What?
So that's
For real?
Yeah,
Dude, that's so sick,
it's the guy
bro.
on the left. If
Yeah.
he's watching.
That's what's up, bro.
So yeah, Jen just
Gang.
we started talking to him one on one, and I was like, we should do a podcast, and he was like, all right, come
Dude.
do it over here, and I was like, all right, we'll be there.
That's worth the journey.
I'll
for
fucking
sure.
drive there Friday, do it Saturday, and come back Sunday.
Dude, that's badass. That's a great idea.
That's a long drive though.
I know. That's tough, man.
What else did y'all do in Phoenix?
The graduation, and then that's what we went. We went hiking. Kind of went downtown.
Was it hot?
It actually was like the weather here was hotter.
Really?
Yeah, it was hotter here than it was over there.
Damn,
But
It's been brutal here lately.
no, actually, this week has been nice.
Well, it was
pretty
nice,
chill,
but
yeah.
before, like last week, was pretty bad.
The reason it was brutal here is just because it's been raining a lot.
Yeah,
And it was like crazy. It woke me up one morning at like 4 in the morning.
Yeah, it was the other day.
Dang, what the heck, bro? What's going on?
We got caught up in that
Gosh.
fucking storm and
Was it bad?
it sucked, dude. I don't like to talk about like my weaknesses on here, but I'm scared of storms, dude.
Dude.
They make me physically like
Just
He
crumble.
Yeah, for real.
because Monday we did a podcast and it was supposed to like storm pretty bad. And I had asked Roy. I told Roy, I was like, "Hey, it's gonna rain tonight." And he goes, "Yeah, we'll probably have to reschedule." And I was like, "Yeah, or we can just chill out in the garage and just like watch the rain or something." He goes, "No, bad weather fucks me up." And I was like, "It fucks you up? What?"
Dude, did you get in like an accident or something like that? Or is it just because it's kind of scary? Because it is kind of scary. There's nothing wrong with it.
I attribute it to being blown over by the wind when I was younger. But nah, it's just something that
You got blown over by the wind when you were younger?
Yeah.
So remember when my dad called me while we were doing the podcast? He was telling me over there the wind reached up to 70 miles per hour.
yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck you, dude.
Dude, look at that ash on that motherfucker.
Good God, bro.
I can't keep it like that, dog.
That's a girthy fellow. Good God.
Nah, but
That's the biggest cigar I've ever smoked.
Bro.
Shout out to Kier. She likes them thick.
it's so weird. We can't say anything.
Oh, that's hilarious. All right. Back to those questions. Let's see
Nah,
what
but
we
yeah,
got.
let's go. Yeah, the trip was fun though. So
Dude,
I highly
I
advise.
had a blast, bro.
Jen really did. I like being over there. It's fun.
Did you ever want to move over?
I was just about to say I always considered moving over there. We went into some of the little pocket neighborhoods, and I was like,
this would be all right.
this would be all right, but it's hot as fuck.
I can't do it.
Scroll through here. I don't want to do that. No, go up. Start from the top because I don't know
That's
which
the
ones
top.
we've sent. Okay, no, not this one. I don't want to do this one. Okay, do you want to do that one?
Yeah, we can do that.
Which one?
That one's perfect.
Yeah, that one. Do.
Dude, you're going to trip out when I tell you mine.
What is
Oh, sorry.
it?
Dude, I wanted to be a stunt man. I wanted to be Visual Knievel. I wanted to crash cars, fly off ramps.
Evil Knievel used to be the coolest person
Dude,
ever.
for real. I wanted to ride motorcycles and do like all the crazy fight scenes. Like I really wanted to be a stunt man real hard. I was jumping off roofs.
Where'd that come from?
What?
You wanted to be a stuntman?
Man, I was watching a lot of movies when I was a
I'll make
kid.
one after we do.
And I was like, dang, is it? And I asked my, I can't remember who I asked, but they were like, no, that person's called a stunt man. It's not the actual actor that does those cool things. I was like, what? It's not the actual actor? They're like, yeah, it's a stunt man. I was like, dude, I want to be a stunt man. I think that looks dope. Because they were like flying cars, you know, like.
You're the unsung
hills.
hero, man.
Dude,
Were you big on Jackass growing up?
not
Speaking
on
of
Jackass.
Jackass-
No, I was big on Bruce Lee. Shout out to Jackass.
Dick House?
I've always wanted the shirt. I had to shout the shirt out. Yeah.
I was big on Kung Fu movies. That's what it was.
Dude, that's so crazy you wanted to be a stuntman.
Yeah, bro.
That's badass.
That's what I wanted to be. when I
At
was a
what
kid.
point did you realize, like, I don't want to be that? Or did it just fade away?
I think it faded away whenever I started really getting hurt.
Yeah.
Like after a while, like, dude, you feel it.
Oh,
you
yeah.
can only jump off a roof so long.
That longevity's not.
And if you jumped off the roof the wrong way, which what happened to me, jumping off the roof the wrong way, that's how I broke. No, I didn't break it.
You're recording yourself?
No.
Oh, you're trying- I thought you were
This,
trying to make
this
it
was
real.
before, but I was just like, dude, I seen it happen in a movie. It can happen.
Yeah.
You got to
Y'all
roll
see-
with
even
it, dog.
just-
You can't flat foot.
Yeah, bro, I flat footed.
Even just tiny falls fuck you up.
Dude, for real.
Because-
Yeah.
I remember one time we all jumped off the roof and my fucking idiot friend shattered, like, his heel.
Oh God!
Like, he
Jumped
didn't
off
realize it
strong,
till yeah, we all did it. We were like, what the fuck are you talking about? You shattered your heel.
Mhm.
And it was like,
He was too heavy. Was he kind of heavy?
yeah, he was uncoordinated and heavy.
Dude.
Yeah.
Especially that's the other thing. If you're not used to like jumping through stuff or like running around, like you'll jack yourself up real quick.
Well, y'all heard about
Dude,
y'all heard about Chevy Chase, right?
what happened with Chevy Chase?
Well, Chevy
oh
Chase.
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So his comedy bits back in the 70s were like him always falling.
Yep.
So he would like get a chair and like legitimately like fall like right here.
Mhm.
But now, since he's an old man,
Feels it.
there's always been talks about him being like an asshole.
Mhm.
But I think what it is that he's just in agony.
Right.
And so he's just in pain from all them falls
Yeah,
that he
bro.
did.
For
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, that's a big thing, bro.
I got to be a stuntman one time. And it was a lot of fun. It was the most fun I ever had.
That's dope, bro. I do remember that. Yeah.
You know, they had pads and shit where you can practice different things.
And that was the other thing. I was like, what? They have padding
Yeah.
this whole
Wires and shit.
time? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, oh God, no wonder. Makes sense.
Right.
Like even just little tiny falls like that fuck you up.
What is he doing these days?
He does a lot of like small films, but other than that, he's pretty much retired from acting.
What's crazy is this is how he got on, bro. He was the original Jackass.
Man, I did not know this.
Me either.
But yeah, that's what. Because now he's.
This is what they call. This is what
People found this funny.
It's physical.
I guess
comedy.
back in the 70s.
physical
Yeah.
comedy, but it's kind of like.
Think about Charlie Chaplin. This is what he did all the time.
I mean, hell, when they got older, they were fucked up too. Like Buster Keaton. Do you know who that is?
Yes.
Yeah. They were all fucked up.
That's what I mean, though. Is like, but this was a comedy thing. This is you know.
Yeah,
It's
people
like-
were like
it's like-
legitimately howling at this.
Yeah, it's the equivalent of getting kicked in the balls. Everybody thinks it's funny except for the guy that gets kicked in the balls. You know what I mean? Like for real, kicked in the balls.
Well, this is Buster Keaton, and he did this stunt. This is like in real life. So this woman's about to fall, but the way they shoot it, it's like a dummy. But he ties himself up on this tree trunk, and so he like swings towards the girl to save. But once he like look, his neck
Jeez.
Is he joking?
right there, that waterfall fucked him up. It broke his neck.
Rewind it back.
Oh my gosh! But he's still holding on.
Jesus, bro. And that girl probably fell for real too, huh?
Oh my!
But it's just a dummy. But when he came back, that water
Bam,
has so
right
much pressure that if it broke his neck, like it fractured
Bro,
it.
it fuck you up.
What year is this?
shit!
Like the 2000, not
And
2000.
then he held on to it.
Probably like 19
He was admitted
teens.
he was holding on still. Golly.
Dude.
Probably like
Would
early
you say you
90s.
can take? You got a high pain tolerance?
Me?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, dude. I'm pretty tough.
It sucks.
I learned that the hard way.
Yes.
You learn that you're tough the hard way.
Yes. You're like, everybody else is looking at you like, bro, you should have did something a long time ago. You're like,
I remember
What?
the first dude. I had this thought whenever we were at the science spectrum because they had this thing hanging, and I'm pretty sure they got it from the old children's hospital. Because I remember the first time I ever felt special was because I fucked myself up real bad, and I was in the hospital.
Jesus.
I had a concussion. I had fractured my skull.
God.
No, that's why you're so fucking
What
crazy.
were you doing?
Yeah, it's crazy. So, these people, my dad's friend, they worked on what's known as a greyhound farm. It's like a bunch of dogs, greyhound
Like
dogs.
the dogs?
Yeah, this rich attorney, it was one of his hobbies was raising greyhounds and racing them.
That'd be
And
pretty cool to
my
see.
dad was good friends with the guy who ran the whole thing. And so they had this thing, it's called a whirly gig. Does anybody know what a whirly
I've heard of
gig
that.
is?
I've heard of it.
Mhm.
I've heard of it.
So a whirly gig, basically they put like a fake rabbit on
There
the
you
end
go.
of it.
Yes, that's
And
right.
it's a pin, it's like a
I think
miniature
you've told us
racetrack.
this.
They chase it down.
I think you've told me this actually,
Have
because
I?
that's where I heard the
So-
word from.
Yeah.
Are you sure I've told you this story?
I've heard it from you, I think.
A whirly gig. So
got me, dog.
they put a fake rabbit on the end of this thing and the dogs chased it around. And
Whoever gets the rabbit first.
we were all
wins.
pushing it. It was out in the middle of this field, and all of us kids were pushing it in a circle, and I fell. And when I stood back up and turned around, they were coming back around, and it just fucking clocked me.
Damn, bro.
Bam! Took me off my feet, knocked me out. I guess.
That'd be a hard thing to fucking dodge.
Yeah. Anyways,
What did you want to be when
just
you
went
were?
off on a tangent. The first thing I ever remember wanting to be was a bull rider, because I watched 8 Seconds.
You
when I
guys
was
are
a kid.
crazy.
Yeah, I'm an adrenaline junkie. I've been an adrenaline junkie my entire life.
You know what we should do? We should go skydiving.
I can't do that. That's the one thing I can't do.
Why?
Because I just had too much to lose. My kids are too young.
Bro, okay, here's the thing.
No, we all got a lot to lose. Let's fucking do it.
Yeah. No.
I'm just me personally. That's my reason.
Skydiving is actually not as dangerous as it would feel. Hear me out. When you jump out of the plane, you're already physically moving with the speed of the plane. So when you jump out, you're still in kind of that motion. It's a free fall, yes, but it's not going as fast as what you think it is.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but
Don't
if
get me wrong, still
But if
going
there's
fast.
failure, you're dead.
But
So you should do it and record it.
I want.
I
to.
have
I've
I
wanted
have
to
an
for a while.
extreme fear of heights, and one of these days I'm gonna skydive to get over it.
Yeah.
So
No, I'm
we will do
kinda
it.
insane.
That's how you're gonna get over it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna, well, I'll
You
probably
gotta look the demon in the face.
I'll
Oh,
probably
shit.
not
Oh,
be over it, but I will be like, look, I did it. There's nothing more I could be afraid
If I
of.
see these little like 14-year-old girls out here doing it, I'm like,
My ex-girlfriend at the time, she did it. They do it out here, West Texas skydiving.
I wouldn't want to do it out
They
here.
do it out here.
Nothing against nobody.
I wouldn't either.
But the wind is insane out here. So no, thank you.
Mm-mm.
Shit.
It's either that or the hills in the Austin area.
Dude, I would definitely do a place where there's no wind.
So you have never been attracted to dangerous things in your life?
Well, speaking of like
Play it safe.
Jackass, we were just actually it was kind of Wild Boys. We like nature.
Wild
We like
Boys.
doing.
Dude, Wild Boys. I forgot about
We
Wild
like
Boys.
we like
dude.
pranks.
Wild Boys
I don't think I'm tough or anything, but I can like handle pain. I can handle pain pretty well.
It's dangerous.
I don't seek adventure like that. I don't seek pain like that. But if it comes, I'm like, yeah, I can handle it.
Why is your first thought pain? Why is your first not like glory? Like what you're about to do is awesome.
Because we fucked each other up, man. We were
depends.
assholes to each other back in the.
What's the worst injury you've ever had?
I've gotten a concussion. I've gotten hit in the head with a softball, a home run. It sent me to the hospital when I was a kid.
Somebody went yarding to hit you in the head?
It was like perfect timing because I was like, they hit a home run and we were out in the outfield and I just walking and apparently the word is if it bounced off the fence and it hit me, but if it hadn't bounced off the fence, it would have killed me. So I got hit in the head and then I got a concussion in football. That fucking sucked.
Did you get knocked out whenever the softball hit you?
I don't remember that one. I was a young
bro.
one. But when I got knocked out, I don't remember shit for like a whole day from football. And then I broke my tailbone. That really hurt.
You got knocked out and broke your tailbone? Somebody
No, I broke my tailbone like when I was like 15.
Oh, okay.
And that's a pain that still like lingers.
Yeah,
You can't
I
really
love
heal
this
it.
Broke
So,
your tailbone.
yeah.
The water boy. That's a good one.
It was like that.
Pretty much. No, dead ass was pretty much like that.
Nice, Bradley. Very nice.
There's old Rattlesnake Roy right there.
Yeah, but
No, but I think I think actually now I'm thinking about it, I think that's why I stopped wanting to be a stuntman because it started to hurt.
we were,
I started to feel it. And I was getting scars. I was
I just remember being like all those uncles I talked about. They were mean to me, man. They were fucking always hurting my ass.
Yeah.
And then me and the neighbors, we'd shoot each other with BB guns and
yeah.
Well, imagine being a stunt
That's how I
driver.
grew up too. That's what we used to do.
Well, but imagine being like a stunt driver. I mean, I'm sure there's stunt men out there that have hardly any accidents.
It
They're
is
still
very rarely done nowadays. Everything is CGI.
Yeah, that is
The
true.
cars are all CGI.
Tom Cruise be doing that shit.
Tom Cruise is like the only person that be doing it. And it's crazy because he's like 50 something years old.
Yeah.
because he drank his baby's
The
blood.
jump the jump that he does
Are
in
y'all gonna see-
Mission Impossible?
Or y'all gonna see Top Gun?
I heard it sucks.
I'm not
Really?
gonna go watch it. I think the first one is very homoerotic, so I'm gonna pass on that. Dog.
What?
Yeah, bro.
That's what I heard, actually.
Go back and watch it and you tell me.
The first one is
The
what?
volleyball scene,
you
is that what you're talking
homophobic?
about?
Very homoerotic and no, but I also don't want to spend my time looking at a bunch of dudes.
Yeah, I'm with you.
It's like a full scene, bro.
I'm with you, dog.
Yeah.
It's not like a 15-second thing. It's like full 3 minutes.
I'm with you.
Getting
brother.
it in,
Too many dudes.
sweating, getting the.
Dude, that's how I feel all the time on TV. If I see a news lady
Mhm.
that's looking outdated, or it's like bring in the new blood. We need to,
It's time to
only
retire.
only beautiful people should be on
Oh
this television.
God! Only beautiful.
You know,
people on
like
TV.
I know I'm backtracked. Just being like a kid playing around and jumping, I learned how to fall gracefully. I think,
Uh-huh.
and I have some cowboy friends who we still got to commit to it, but they said they're down. I'm not gonna ride a bull. Fuck that. No way.
What
But I'm
about
gonna get
a
on.
baby bull?
I'm gonna get
You
on
on
a
a steer?
I'm gonna get on a steer and fucking
Hell
do it,
yeah,
dude. I'm so
bro.
excited to try that.
Trying to earn your name
Dude,
out here.
It seems fun. Like,
Let me know. I'm
We
down
gotta
to
film
go.
it.
but there's no fucking way in God's green
record.
earth that I'm doing a bull ever in my life.
Steer would be fun.
See, that to me is like skydiving. It's like that can kill you more than fucking.
Yeah,
That'll fucking
I would ride a
destroy
bull
you.
before I went skydiving. probably.
This reminds me of that Theo Von joke when he was talking. I think he was working at J.C. Penney's, I think.
Yeah.
And one of his coworkers was like depressed. So he said, I'm going to go commit suicide. Well, he went on top of the J.C. Penney's roof and jumped off. And he was like, yeah, so he jumped and then he landed, bro. And then they made him go back to work. Like, at least give him a 30-minute break.
Fucking idiot. Oh, sorry. My bad.
That was a good joke.
That was pretty good joke, bro.
Yeah.
All right, to
Yeah.
the next one.
Roy, what did you want to be? Did Roy
Oh
say?
yeah. Roy, you did
Everybody's
not
just
say it.
skipping Roy today.
Dang
This
it,
is
Roy,
the
sorry.
Pirate Radio with Swagadelic and Chris Vargas.
Speak up, son.
No, motherfucker, you're the one that's on and on. As far as I remember, I always wanted, like when I was young, I wanted to be a professional baseball player.
Dang.
I loved baseball, and then like I was obsessed with like sports. Like I think my
Wait, who's your favorite baseball player growing up?
It was probably Derek Jeter at the time because that's when he was in his heyday.
Yeah, that was.
But I really like Ken Griffey Jr. now as an adult.
That's my
He's
boy.
my favorite of all time. And then like currently Mike Trout is like he's supposed to be the GOAT if
I like
he's on
the,
trajectory to be.
One of my favorite things about baseball is Ken Griffey Jr.'s silhouette that he did.
Yeah, dude. I have a
Bro.
Ken Griffey Jr. Wheaties, I think, or something.
Really? Damn.
Frosted Flakes, some shit. Love that motherfucker. He's
awesome.
yeah, he's a cool dude.
That's probably my favorite baseball player
kid.
of all time,
Yeah.
Ken Griffey Jr.
He was
Baseball's
G,
been
bro.
one of the sports where I cannot get into at all.
Really?
I've never been into.
We got to go
baseball.
to a live one because those are fun.
I mean, I've
Yeah,
been
but
to a
they're kinda
Rangers
whack, too,
game.
sometimes.
Fuck you.
Everybody's hitting pop flies. It's a regular season game. It's only dope in like the playoffs. Like the
It's a new experience.
You don't know what you're
Lubbock,
talking
Texas.
You do not know what you're
I've been
talking
to
about.
plenty of Rangers games where all these cats did was just hit pop flies, and the whole game lasts like 45 minutes.
You
That's
don't
when
know
I went to. I saw like 4 home runs.
You don't know
Nice.
what you're
Dang, I went to the worst game.
Can I see
ever,
that live?
The Tech game too, man. They got this
Texas
guy.
are way better.
He goes yard a lot.
dude.
You know,
Amarillo
what's
has
his
their
name?
own team,
Yeah.
dude.
Jungle.
and
Well,
that
minor
place is
league.
dope.
What are they? The sod poodles?
I can't. There's something.
I don't know, but I bet Bert's
It's
gonna
the
bring his
dumbest man ever.
fully loaded tour to that
he
stadium.
definitely is, bro.
So
He
did that
loves
show
Amarillo,
already
bro.
happen?
It starts like in 2
He
weeks.
loves Amarillo.
It's because he's racist. It starts in 2 weeks.
What?
No, it's just
So Bert hasn't done the show in Amarillo yet.
no. He has.
did. He did do the show in
He
Amarillo.
did his show like 2 weeks ago in Amarillo, but they let him go on that field, and he was playing disc golf and shit. And then on Two Bears, he was like, "Yeah, I think." He said he's doing that fully loaded tour, which is like a lot of minor league stadiums. And he said a lot of places have reached out to him to come and do it the next round.
Dude, that's awesome.
So I'm pretty sure Amarillo's gonna.
The sod
but
poodles.
I'm telling y'all, dude,
So
if y'all
bad.
want, dude, we should go to Mississippi to watch.
What
That's it.
sport is that?
Baseball. It's
Minor
a
league
double A.
baseball.
Dude,
Double A
there's so
baseball.
many cooler names that could have went with.
You know that was supposed to happen in Lubbock. Like they were supposed to come
they offered
here.
it to Lubbock first. Lubbock said no.
Yeah.
Sod. So what
Like
the
a
fuck?
bunch of idiots.
It's pretty much
Bunch
prairie
of
dogs.
idiots.
Are those prairie dogs?
I don't know who's running Lubbock, but good God.
Well, the reason why is because Amarillo like redid like their whole downtown area.
Right.
Lubbock ain't gonna do that shit.
They got
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Bart Rager was going to.
Bart
Goddamn.
Rager was going to do it. The freaking
Shit.
God dang it, bro.
Don't get me started.
The Wildcat.
He'll be back.
Speak up for your boy.
He'll be back.
He'll
son.
be back.
You
He'll
sons
be
of
back.
you sons of bitches. He'll be back.
But look at it. It looks dope. Look, that's their stadium right
No,
there.
yeah, and they got like like little tables right there behind home plate. You can reserve.
One of
They're
the
really not
things-
expensive.
And what's cool is like downtown, there's a lot of really dope restaurants and stuff like that. Like literally right
Their
there.
downtown's way better than ours.
It's incredible, bro. And I hate to say that because I hate Amarillo.
Ah, me too,
Because
dude.
they-
Amarillo.
Me too, brother.
With a passion.
Fuck them
With a
motherfuckers.
passion of the Christ.
Wait, you hate Amarillo? Is that what you
Yes.
said?
You know what I've come to realize? I love hating. That's one of my favorite things. I love being a hater. You remember when I posted that? Like, if you don't enjoy hating, you need to find something else to do with your life.
No.
I fucking love hating. It's fun.
One of my
And I mean, like, I just like
Here's
in
what
all
I-
seriousness, like I love everybody and I wish the best, but I fucking love hating on motherfuckers.
This is what I hate. I don't necessarily hate Amarillo, but I hate the fact that Lubbock is so reactionary. Like they're not very progressive on anything. Amarillo, I think, is like 10 years ahead of Lubbock right now. 10.
Why is
whole
that though?
years.
Because they're saying people who run Lubbock run Amarillo.
I don't think it's the same people, pal. There's
The
no
same
way.
type of people.
There's no. It's the same type of people.
Same type of people.
But these people are smart. They want to make some money. They understand that cities that have more things to do make more money for the community all the way around.
You already know why, because less than 10% of these motherfuckers here voted.
The thing is, it's all art. Sports is arts. It,
Do you think also too it's tech?
yeah, tech is
Tech.
bleeding the city dry, and they've been bleeding the city dry for a long, long time. Nobody's ever said it. I'll say it.
Oh
And
shit!
that's because I love tech. I know it.
I love tech. I respect tech.
Fresh off the
But
press.
they are bleeding the city dry because they don't allow for anyone else to come up. When do you
Tell
see,
me.
When do you see Texas Tech doing anything for the city?
no.
Texas Tech is
It's its own city.
self-serving.
It's its own city. It's its own
very
city.
self-serving. They only do for things for tech, but they're not out there in the community doing anything extra. And they got all the money in the world to do so.
Also though, I don't know how true this is. I've seen the plans they do have for downtown Lubbock. So hopefully
Yeah, they're paying grants right now.
The
if you want to do it.
The big park that they're gonna build looks pretty badass.
It's dope.
There's some the Buddy Holly Center, all of that. So
Buddy Holly Center that was one of the jokes. He was like, "This is probably the nicest place in the whole city, isn't it?" And we were all like, "Yeah,
Yeah. Absolutely.
because it really was." And don't get me wrong, that's a step in the right direction. So
It is.
thank you to whoever approved that project, because it is a step in the right direction. But I love the fact that it's completely separate from tech. It has nothing to do. It's not the Texas Tech Buddy Holly Center. It's the Lubbock Buddy Holly Center. We need more of that.
I think it's coming.
Please, God.
I think we're outgrowing tech.
Thank God.
I really do.
And I'm not a hater of tech. Don't get me wrong.
Me either. I love tech.
I feel like Texas Tech is very self-serving, and they have been disregarding the rest of the community, and I don't like that. That's what I don't like.
I guess
Because
that
you
makes
have
sense because you're right. Because
money.
all the people
Chris
in
Vargas from Maryland.
you're right though because that makes sense because all the people in Amarillo are from Amarillo.
Exactly.
Those people who come here not from
Right.
here. They're
Exactly.
You're right. It's just tech, which again I think it's done some things for the community, but
Right.
it's its own little Vatican. and
It's
the
its
fucking,
own little Vatican. Like,
yeah.
you don't even feel comfortable going in there, right? Like at all. Unless you went to tech. That's the only way that you would feel comfortable going. But the thing is, like I said, it's very self-serving. Everything that they do, don't get me wrong.
Well,
It's
that's
been
what
nice.
we're here to do. That's
But
what we're here to do. Shake
That's
some
what we're
things
here
up.
to do. I know. And I had this conversation the other day. That's why I'm passionate about it. I actually had this conversation because, I'm in the process of opening the store. And my friend was like, it's going to bust. You're in Lubbock. You got to get out. I'm like, I understand that idea, that ideology. I do. But if not now, when and who? Who's going to do it? The last person that ever really was trying to make his mark was Buddy Holly. Maybe the Dixie Chicks, if you look at it that way. But
The Dixie Chicks, for real?
Yeah, Natalie Main's the lead
I was thinking
singer.
Mr.
She's from
Coop.
Lubbock.
Mr. Coop, hey,
That's a
shout
cool
out to
dude.
Mr. Coop.
That's a cool dude, actually.
But
I tried to get him on here.
but what I'm saying is
Another
like, unfortunately, Lubbock, Texas only supports. Texas
Well,
Tech.
who told
They
you
don't
that?
support anybody else?
No disrespect. Was he from here?
Yeah,
Did he not know about Lively Society? Does he not
He's
know
like-
about
he's
Next
like-
Generation Vintage?
his thing that he told me directly was like, if you're not on campus, it doesn't matter. If you're not on university, it doesn't matter. Like, it's a waste of time. It's
I
a
think
waste
your
of money.
saving grace of doing something in Lubbock is how cheap
That's what I said.
the utilities, just the overall overhead
Right.
of owning a store in Lubbock. I think
Right. But
that'll save you.
his argument was the location. He was like, where can you go that's dope that's not on campus or on university? I was like, I get that ideology. I completely understand that because
I think
downtown
that's an old
sucks.
school,
There's nothing cool out there.
outdated ideology almost.
But I do believe that people will go to a place if it's worth going to.
Because you know why I believe that too, though? And I've heard it from old white people too, that Lubbock is what Austin was in the 80s. Lubbock right now is what Austin was in the 80s. And that's very, what is it like? That gives me hope, I guess.
Right.
Because it's like, oh, look what Austin became.
Right.
And I heard some guys talking about it. He's like, this is what Austin was in the 80s, man.
Yeah.
You got to be, if you
It's
get
just-
your little slice of the pie, you'll be all right.
And I get it because he doesn't want me to fail. And I can appreciate that. But dang, man, it does kind of put a damper on things because like when you look at it like that, like I can see where it's coming from. I mean, there's a lot of like cons against me and it is genuinely scary, but I do believe that it can be done. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I just want to make a correction. The last man to leave his mark on Lubbock, Texas was Bart Rager. But isn't that such a fucking Lubbock
Patrick
thing, though?
Mahomes.
Yeah, bro.
You know,
Pat
when
Mahomes,
he
brother.
says it's fun to hate, the only thing I can relate to hating on, and I've grown out of this,
Who's
was
that?
hating on
I
Lubbock.
clicked on the wrong one.
Hating on Lubbock, dude. When I grew up and I realized how shitty it is here, because I always wanted to move away. Oh, damn, who's that guy?
Hey, is it my ego or did you put me first for a reason?
No, I just thought it was dope. Or did I? No, I just.
No, I mean, dude, I was in Phoenix last week and people were talking about all the fucking, they were hating on all the bad shit in Phoenix. I mean, you're going to get it everywhere. I don't know. It's too much of a, it's almost, what is that word? Globalization? It's too,
Yeah.
you don't need to work. Your location doesn't matter anymore. I
It
don't
doesn't. You know why?
Mm-mm.
What matters is the people who you're around and the relationships that you have. That's what matters, because either way, that's who you're going to be around when you go out and you're doing shit. As long as it's not too dangerous, then...
And another saving grace, too, is that Buddy Holly Center. Because if you do establish something great, because that's what all the big guys do. They go to the city, they go to these...
They go to explore. That's what I'm banking on, honestly. Just the Lubbock Buddy Holly Center. And I was telling him, I was like, look, I get where you're coming from, because he wants me to move back to Dallas and open it over there. And I was like, I get where you're coming from. But it's pretty slim pickings already, because I'm not dominant over there. And I'm not dominant over here either. But what I feel like I could bring with the store could be, because I'm open to collaboration. I'm open to fostering the community of sneakerheads here. But I know it's a long shot, but I do believe that it can be done, because it has been done by the people in other cities. You know? So I don't think it's impossible, but...
Nothing's impossible, Chris.
It's an uphill battle for sure. So that's where I'm at with it. Sorry. That's just my thoughts on the whole... I don't even know how we got on that.
That's a 5 to 10 year thing, though, I think.
Dude.
You got 5 to 10 years. We all do.
We'll see. But I think, if I was on and popping, easily Theo Vaughn could have stopped by and picked up some J's.
I could see it.
You know what I mean?
I could definitely see it. I don't think your location restricts you anymore because of that place.
We'll see.
Or
be an experiment.
Or whenever something like Texas and Tech played when Chris Beard was playing.
Right.
A lot of people were in town.
People come through.
Mahomes was in town.
People
come through.
So, and like I said, that's why I respect what Texas Tech does. I get that 100%, but I just felt like they're very self-serving for a very long time. And Bart Rager, shout out to Bart Rager, because he is the man, I will say, that kicked the door open on, hey, we need to do something with this. And we got money. There's money to be made. And he's ready to make money. I respect
took my boy down. He was too big.
Dude.
He was too big, and y'all took him down.
Bro.
You guys are the same people that killed Jesus. I hate y'all.
For the record, I'm not pro Bart Rager. It's really hilarious to me.
Yeah. No, it's a joke. But
Fuck Bart Rager.
What he did
tried
was
to put the city on.
He tried to put the city on.
This is what I'm realizing as I get older. We're it's not black and white. We're kind of complex. I knew Rager, not the guy who stole all that money. That's bad. Right. But I knew a cool Rager. I knew that motherfucker. So I was like, I don't condone his actions. That's horrible. He's serving he's paying his debt to society. He's in prison.
You know what's crazy though?
All right. Well, shout out to him. What he was gonna do though.
What sucks is it still doesn't absolve him in the eye of the public. Even if he goes to jail and comes out and he's like, I've paid my debt.
He's fucked. He's not coming back.
Yeah.
Never.
Nobody will ever trust it again. Even if he really is who he is. You know what I mean?
Oh, I thought he was.
That's
gonna bring me to a point I was gonna talk about.
Okay.
Maybe we don't have to answer the questions.
We're going on the Patreon. You have to subscribe to the Patreon.
No, we can talk about this.
We can talk about this. Okay, cool.
Because I've been thinking about. I've been trying to figure out how to word this, because I was thinking about. You've watched? You've seen the Thor trailer, and it's Gore the God Butcher. I gotta make this into things people understand. It's he hates gods, so he vows to kill the gods. Right. And in his quest of killing gods and hating gods, he becomes a god. Right. It's this little hypocrisy, and there's this thing in Attack on Titan which I really like too. It's Eren Yeager's the main character, right, and he's seeking freedom because he hates slaves. He tells his love of his life, he's like, I hate you because you're a slave. And in his pursuit of freedom, he becomes a slave to freedom. Right. So I was just thinking, are we hardwired as humans to almost become the thing we hate, or the thing that we always seek to not be? Do we eventually become that? That's you die a hero or become a villain, live long.
I think it's really easy to fall into.
Is it? Yeah,
because it almost looks like it's the right thing to do sometimes.
Another way to put it, Attack on Titan, he says, we're all drunk on something. You think that's true?
Everybody has their flavor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everybody has their thing that they like. So I think it's real easy to fall into echo chambers, because that's what it is. You start surrounding yourself with a whole bunch of people who think like you, and then it's just a echo all day long, and that's the only thing that you're fed. And I do believe that like the things that you feed yourself are the things that come out of you. So
And that's what I think happened to Bart. I really do. He
got
wanted.
lost in the sauce.
That's exactly what happened. I don't know him and I can't speak for him, but
got lost in
I think you're right. It's too like if you want to do better, like well, let's say you get everything you wanted. Do you think that ultimately still like you wanted a good shot where everybody comes? Do you think that can even be bad for you eventually?
Oh yeah, bro.
Do you think that's just like a human story, human arc?
Yeah.
Like
I feel like a big problem is people don't know exactly what they want, and they think they want something based on the wrong motives. That's why you always got to question your own motives. What is it that makes me want this? And if you dive deep into yourself, sometimes you realize that your motives aren't always honorable. You know what I mean? Like a lot of my pursuits were always like ego-driven pursuits.
Well, another thing too, I think people tend to follow not their dreams, but other people's
That
dreams
too,
because
yeah.
they think, oh, they're doing good, so I need to get into that.
Right.
And a lot of times they do, and they end up later on in life hating
Or
what
their
they do.
parents' expectations or
Yeah.
whoever it is that's
Yeah,
influencing them.
It's a hard thing, man. Because
So imagine though dedicating yourself to something and realizing like, oh, I just pursued this for an empty reason.
oh yeah, bro.
So yeah.
think about
So
it all
how
the
do you
time.
like? How do you think you stay true to your cause, to yourself? Because I think we
That's a
all
good
want greater.
question.
I think we
That
all
is a
want.
good question.
We all want greater things,
Right.
and I'm like, and I will never lie to anybody. Like I want money and I want power.
Right.
But how do I stay true to Rattlesnake Roy
Yeah.
in that pursuit?
Yeah. Actually,
You have to become.
thought about
you have
this
to become
today.
great at a bunch of different things.
I thought about this today. I said to myself, I was like, I don't want to be rich, but I do want to make a living for myself doing what I want to do.
Shit, I want to be rich.
Like
Fuck that.
that's the dream for me. I don't need to be filthy rich, honestly. Would it be dope? Absolutely. 100%. But if I can pay my bills just doing what I love and I don't work for anybody, I work for myself, like that's been the dream for me. And sometimes, don't get me wrong, like, you know, I'm not like a spring chicken. I'm an older dude already. I'm 33. You know what I mean? And it can look like a joke to people sometimes.
That's not.
And it
that's
feels
not
like
old.
embarrassing sometimes. Because I look at some of my friends, and I know my friends look at me and they're like, this dude, what is he doing now? You know what I mean? Because I've had different phases of my, you know, art, you know. At one point in time, I used to rap, you know. And it's a weird thing, man, because,
I can relate to what you're saying.
you know, it's there's a lot of judgment.
Believe me,
from other
there's a
people.
reason why I'm talking about this because I'm about to bring it up. But I'm just saying, like, how is it, you ever think of like staying true to who you really are
You have
all
to
the
remind
time.
yourself what
and to your
Absolutely.
family and to the ones you love?
you have to have a why.
Fucking
Yeah, you
bucks.
have to.
Why are you doing all of this? And I
Because-
remind myself I want to build a legacy.
Because
So the key to staying true to who you are is realizing like what's most important to you. What are you in 5 years, 10 years from now? What are you going to regret not doing the most? Are you going to regret not hanging out with your friends every single night and podcasting? Or are you going to regret not being at home with your kids and raising them and teaching them, making sure that they understand what's what? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That kind of shit.
It's all about balance, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
dude.
Yeah. Be a good man.
Balance.
Like that's the goal for me. It's just like being a good man, being a good father, being a good son, being a good grandson, you know, being a good spouse, being a good person. You know what I mean? Like I genuinely think about it.
I do too. And here's why I was because we're gonna move to Patreon after this. Is like I would never. I hope. If I want the things I want, I hope I never steer clear of who I am and what this is about. Because I feel like the guys in charge, like these politicians, have sold us out, and that really, like, what's happened. Everybody knows what's happened.
Right.
That
We gotta save
stings.
for the Patreon.
No, well, hold on. That stings because I feel like of all the things, like you're not loyal to the, like, I love Texas and I love the people, and all these guys have sold us out. Like they don't give a fuck about us. That's what I've realized. It took this weekend to realize. I'm like, and I really felt personally hurt. Like I was like, you motherfuckers don't give a fuck because you've lost it in the power and the money that they
got lost in the sauce.
did. And I was like, oh my God, like if you really cared about the things you say you did, action would have been taken like that.
Right.
Everybody knows I don't want to get into
That's what we're talking about.
And
That's how easy it is.
And
get
I was
lost
like,
in the
and
sauce.
I was having that conversation. I was like, that's why I said I want money and power. I want the things they have,
Right.
but I don't think I would ever sell my own people out like that.
Yeah.
Cheaters
That-
have the money and the
That
power.
fucking motherfucker. That really hurt. I was like,
Yeah.
Tell me what you're talking about. What are you talking
Uvalde shooting.
Hold on. We gotta save it for the Patreon. We're
The
reaching
shooting
an
that
hour.
happened this week. But
Right.
here's what I want people to think about, because can you go to Twitter in my likes, because I want to get
Save it for the
no
next one.
no
I
I
thought
want
that's what you were talking about, but I wasn't sure.
I want to leave. I want to leave people thinking about this, because it was
Okay.
there's somewhere in these likes that says it's a Hebrew proverb where it's essentially saying if you pray over bread and you don't eat the bread, then you're a hypocrite, and that's a sin in itself. And I was just thinking about all this, like
Bro, when you say that, I think about money, and I think
Like-
about supporting people.
okay, so that's what I mean. Like all these people saying they're praying for these kids. Like obviously those kids and their families need our thoughts and prayers, but I think that's just the beginning. Like the action, we have to take action now more than ever. I don't know how, and I don't know which way, but that was a rude awakening.
Post up some military guards at every fucking school.
Well, that was a rude. I don't even want to get into like what we could do,
that's
but like
that's,
We're going
that's
to-
my.
we're
that
going
was
to the
a
Patreon.
that was a very rude awakening of like, you motherfuckers don't care.
It
We
did
don't
for
need
me.
less guns. We need more.
That's
guns.
how I feel.
That's how I feel.
I don't even want to get into we can on the Patreon we can, but it's like,
All right.
if you're
Hit us up
gonna
on a Patreon.
if you're gonna sit here and say you want your thoughts and your prayers, like you gotta deliver on. I think we all as a society now understand, like everybody above us has failed us, and it's kind of like we have to act on that. I don't know how. I don't know which way, and I'm like, that's
I'm
what I
ready
mean.
to
Like,
send my daughter to school with the submachine gun strapped to her back.
in that.
That's the
Dude,
solution.
I just feel,
go. I
but
gotta take a leak.
but all right, guys. So we're gonna move to Patreon. We'll talk more about it in a minute.
We need to strap up the children. Nobody's
Yes.
getting shot.
Yes, there we go.